Everyone saw it! I'm Tokusa. I'm a college student. This is a story from 3 months ago. I was hospitalized from getting hurt in a traffic accident. Ah! 1 month until I'm discharged.
Excuse me, Tokusa-san. There aren't any more beds left. Is it alright if we put another patient next to you?
It's fine. Plus, this room is for 2 people anyway.
Thank you. Okay, Tachibana-san. He'll be in the bed next to you.
The person that was wheeled in was a middle-aged man with a bunch of machines attached all over him.
It's great that he was transferred from the ICU to general care.
Thank you. When I heard he was hit by a truck, I wondered how he would end up. How can I thank you?
No. It's all thanks to the willpower of your husband.
A woman's voice. Maybe his wife? That night. Is that the man next to me? Is he having a nightmare? Is he crying? I can't sleep because of his wailing! The next day, in the end, I didn't get a wink of sleep. The man's wails continued every night after that. Again? It's like he's not wailing because he's in pain. More like he's saying something? Maybe I'm imagining things. The next day...
Darling, how do you feel? The doctor said it himself. You're a lucky man.
That his wife? I can see a bit through the gap in the curtain.
Here, a change of underwear, and the books you always read. Well, you still can't read them yet, but it makes you feel relaxed having them next to you, right? I brought this as well.
My friends and family came to see me, but they weren't that devoted. That guy sure is loved by his wife. I was a little jealous of the man next to me. A few days later... which should I get? I wonder if juice or something sweet will have an effect on my health report. Is that man's wife over there?
Yeah, it seems that way. The medicine he's using now has an effect. He seems to understand what I'm saying, but because of his illness, he can't talk.
I didn't plan on eavesdropping, but I ended up hearing quite a bit. However, that was when the scary stuff started. A few days after that phone call, the wife's attitude completely changed.
Hey, darling, how do you feel?
His wife, that always comes to visit him, seemed strange. Her tone is a bit lower than usual.
Isn't the reason you got sick because you don't have enough faith in Yoruzugami-sama?
Yoruzugami-sama?
The reason you got sick is because you're unclean. Your uncleanliness is making you suffer. You got like this because you didn't purify this gloominess. This is a test for you.
Ma'am? What are you talking about?
But it's okay. Yorozugami-sama will surely save you.
What in the world? What's happening? That night... That scared me! It's been a while since he's let out such loud wails like that. Is he in pain somewhere? Maybe I should call someone.
What's wrong?
The person next to me seems to be suffering.
I understand. I attend to him. Tachibana-san, are you okay?
Was he okay?
I didn't see any abnormalities. He's probably having a nightmare.
The next day. What was up with what his wife said yesterday? Was it my imagination? But when visiting hours came around...
You reap what you sow, darling. That's why you're suffering. You haven't been praying to Yorozugami-sama.
Whoa! She's still at it!
Right? You said it when I passed out from overworking too, right? You told me your faith in Yoruzugami-sama isn't enough.
Huh?
Whose fault do you think it is that I passed out? You didn't work and just sent donation after donation. You went as far as to use our savings for our children. No money for daily living. No money for the children's tuition. Even though I worked every waking hour. Not one thank you. Even though I told you we would have to make the kids get a part-time job or we wouldn't make it. Even though I worked myself to the bone and passed out. All you could say was my faith was lacking? Whose fault is that? But it's okay. You've prayed to Yoruzugami-sama every day, right? If you give thanks to Yoruzugami-sama, you won't die. Isn't that great? Well then.
Huh? So the one caught up in this weird religion is the husband? My suspicions were quickly confirmed. The next day, his daughter came to visit.
Father, if you pray to Yoruzugami-sama, you won't get sick. Your feelings aren't reaching him, so you won't be protected by Yoruzugami-sama.
She's saying the same stuff.
Do you remember? When I was in 3rd grade and had a seizure. At that time, you didn't call an ambulance but did an exorcism, right? When I was in 3rd grade, you said medicine was poison, and you hid and threw away those life-threatening drugs. The reason I got this hereditary incurable disease was because my faith wasn't strong enough, and I reap what I sow, right? Well, I guess you ended up like this because you also reaped what you sowed. For your severed brain blood vessel, I'm sure Yoruzugami-sama will do something about it. This motorbike incident was surely a test given to you by Yoruzugami-sama. I'm sure Yoruzugami-sama is watching over you.
After his daughter left, I looked up some info on Yoruzugami-sama. It's a relatively new religion that's come about called Yorozuism. They believe in nature and harmony, and recently, in order to increase their numbers, they've been handing out pamphlets and doing missionary work. Yoruzugami-sama is the god they believe in, and they believe that sickness comes from lack of faith, with impurities piling up on the body. They believe using medicine from science is an act of defiance against Yoruzugami-sama. And in order to rid themselves of impurities, they think getting cleansed from Yoruzugami-sama is best. What the heck is this? That's why he threw out his daughter's medicine. The next day, his other daughter, who looked like a high schooler, came to visit.
Did you know? When I was in elementary school, my friends abandoned me. Since you devoted yourself to Yoruzuism, everyone points and laughs at you behind your back. There's no way you know anyway. Day after day, you pray and donate and neglect your family. Since Yoruzugami-sama is more important to you than us. Isn't this great? Just like you said, all the words you threw at us became immoralities and all got thrown back on you.
And just like that, the three of them visited every day. They talked to him on and on until visiting time was over. And after that, the man next to me would groan and moan loudly.
Tachibana-san? Tachibana-san, calm down! Are you okay, Tokusa-san?
Recently, he's been like this every night. I can't really get any sleep.
What in the world is up with Tachibana-san?
About that.
Yes?
It's nothing. It's a family matter. It's not really my place. Isn't religion a delicate subject anyway? Plus, if I give too many details, it'll look like I was eavesdropping. Could I be moved to another room?
I'm sorry. All the rooms are full now. I'm sorry.
I see.
Surely you won't die if you give thanks to Yoruzugami-sama. No one's gonna pity you. Your words came back to bite you.
Maybe you didn't donate enough. Surely Yoruzugami-sama is angry.
Even though the day after day you prayed and gave donations. Hey, did anyone besides us come to visit you? At least leave us some insurance money, dear father.
You said it yourself. When I was in the hospital giving birth to Azumi, you told me, earn your own money for you and the kid. I won't give you a dime. You also set aside money for yourself, right?
Every afternoon was filled with words of resentment and anger. The night was filled with the man's wails. I want to be discharged already. I want to go home. My spirit was at its limit. Even with all that, I somehow made it to my discharge day with no hiccups.
Tokusa-san, your last checkup is all finished. You're good to go.
Thank you for your care all this time.
Take these documents to the front desk, please.
I'm finally free! The curtain's open. That's rare to see.
Yorozugami-sama! Help me, please! Yorozugami-sama!
Ah! I thought he couldn't talk, but he spoke clearly just now. Perhaps the groaning every night, that wasn't crying or suffering. He was yelling out Yorozugami-sama? Being in the same hospital as him was scary, so I quickly filled out my discharge papers. 1 month later, this periodic checkup is troublesome. It's him!
Isn't that great, darling? Your body will never be the same as it was. You'll have to be purified until the day you die. Your precious Yorozugami-sama, who you threw your family and everything else away for. With his power, this happiness doesn't exist, right?
After that, I didn't see that family anymore. How come he was able to speak when he wasn't able to before? But I didn't want to think about it anymore. Current day. Mom, I'm home.
Welcome back. Food's ready.
I'm back to my regular life.
Today we're having pork fried with ginger.
Nice! Then I'll have a big helping of rice. After all that, I felt grateful for the casual, ordinary life I have. I'm glad my family wasn't like that one. I'm really glad
Please some for your father.
I was born into this family.
ご視聴いただきありがとうございました。確かにメンタル次第で乗り越えられることはあるとは思いますが、正直祈りや思いの力には限界があると思うんですよね。どの宗教を信仰しようとその人の自由なので勝手にしたら良いと思います。しかし両親が家庭がこの宗教だから生まれた子供も有無を言わさずこの宗教に入っていることになるというのはなんだかとかふと考えちゃいました。皆さんはどう感じましたか？コメント欄に書いていただけると嬉しいです。また少しでも怖いなぁと思った方、チャンネル登録と高評価をお願いいたします。